There he is. This feels like a good one. Oh, it's a big trout. Come here, come here. Oh my gosh. Hey, welcome back. I couldn't help myself. I had to come out here and just do it one more time. I was this close to running straight to the marsh just to see what the fish are doing inside the marsh to mix it up a little bit. But I launched the boat and I found myself back in a familiar spot. This wintertime pattern only lasts so long, so I'm trying to take advantage of it while I can. I'm just gonna alternate back and forth between a twitch bait and a jig. These fish might be close up, they might be deeper out. I really have no idea. So the first thing to do is see if we can figure out a pattern and where these fish are hanging out. All right, we'll start with Old Faithful. This is the same jerk bait I was using previous video. It's a falling tide right now, but I can tell just based off of the watermark on the rocks that the water's already low. Temperature has warmed up substantially. After the freeze, it seemed like it took it forever to get the water temperature just back to 50 degrees. Then over the last week, it's just shot back up and we finally broke 60. So I'm kind of looking at this area in 3 different stages. The jerk bait's up real shallow, 1/4 ounce jig at this medium depth, and then we'll throw a 3/8 ounce jig out towards the deeper water. There's one. Oh, it came off. Okay, so the first bite came deeper on the 3/8 ounce. That's why you gotta have all the tools you need when you come out here, because you never know what you're gonna get. This water clarity is not perfect, so we might have to go to something with a little more flair to it. All right, we've tried all 3 sections of the water column, so now we're gonna switch colors. Try something a little more aggressive. There he is. Okay, so the first fish was in that kind of that second tier of water depth. Ooh, nice trout on the 1/4 ounce jig head. But we switched to the Lemonhead, a chartreuse color, and got bit within 2 or 3 casts. So that just shows you right there, it's definitely a color thing, because we made plenty of cast with the other colors and didn't get a bite. So switched over to the chartreuse and got hooked up. 16 incher. Okay, we're starting to figure it out. Our wind is picking up pretty substantially from what it was. I mean, it was just slick calm earlier. The wind and the tide are moving in opposite directions. There he is. Ooh, nice trout, nice trout. That's another one on the chartreuse. 17.5. All right, so that's a pattern. Caught 2 on the chartreuse on the 1/4 ounce. Kind of in this mid depth. Not on the rocks, not way out, but kind of in this middle ground. You need a little bit of a louder color here to get their attention in this murkier water. It's amazing. Some days it doesn't seem to matter what you throw, you can catch them. And then some days there's an adjustment that you make that makes the difference between catching fish or not catching fish. It's crazy. There's another one. That's so crazy. 14 and a half. Keep trying different stuff until you finally figure it out. There he is. I picked the jerkbait back up for a little while just to make sure I wasn't missing out on nothing as soon as I switched back to the jig. Ah, that's what I get for trying to show off. There he is. Well, this feels like a good one. Oh, it's a big trout. It's a big trout. Come here, come here. Oh my gosh. Son. Man, that was crazy. There we go. Okay. Man, I mean, just a big fat fish. She's 21, but girth. I mean, look at the girth on this fish. Let's let her go. Man, I kind of divided up into 3 zones. The first zone being up by the rocks, then the second zone kind of this 20 to 50 yards off the rocks, kind of a medium depth, and then the third zone is out deeper. This medium depth, I use a 1/4 ounce. If I was out a little deeper, I would probably use a 3/8 ounce. If this wind would lay down just a little bit, it would help me. Wouldn't make the fish bite any better, it just helped me to be able to detect those bites. See, that was a missed bite. There he is. Yes, sir. These are good average size fish. The ones that aren't monsters are about 16, 15 and a half, something like that. As I drift, I'm still trying to fine tune this pattern. You know, so I'm kind of fan casting a little bit, hitting these 3 different lanes. I'm gonna try the Lost Coast bait. It's a good looking lure. There he is. Ooh, big old trout, big old trout. Stay on, baby, stay on. Beautiful trout. Maybe 18. Ooh, 19-inch trout. We'll take it. Yeah, see, this wind is coming from the backside of these rocks, blowing kind of at an angle. So my boat management is kind of tough because I'm trying to get up close to the rocks and throw with the wind at that same angle. Not that you have to throw with the wind, it just makes it a whole lot easier to keep contact with your lure without that wind blowing a big belly in the line. And it makes it a whole lot easier to detect those bites. One thing that'll help you fishing in the wind is as soon as you make your hop, drop your rod tip back down as low as you can get it so that wind doesn't have time to grab your line. There he is, on the retrieve. Nice. Not a monster, but a decent trout. 14 and a half. Okay, so that's 2 on the Lost Coast. That fish bit on the retrieve, which doesn't surprise me because this lure's got a nice swimming action to it. There he is. Nice. Incher. Well, we didn't exactly set the world on fire, but we did catch some nice fish. By far, the star of the show was just a 1/4 ounce jig head. This is a Lost Coast lure, just a chartreuse swimtail. We caught them on this and the Matrix. Could not get the jerkbait bite going. Middle column of the water here from 5 to 8 feet was just the trick. I mean, that was the only thing we caught them on, and it took some patience to do it. But it's always fun. We did catch a really nice trout. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Thanks for coming along. We'll catch you on the next one.